Hey, it's John and Mike, brew-dudes.com, and yes, it's time to consult the Jar of Destiny yet again. This is pick number 14 of our continuing series of exploring beer styles from the BJCP list of beer styles. This is again we've chosen the 2015 because that was the major shakeup. I know that there's a more recent one, but Mike told me don't worry about that. We're sticking with 2015. So you know the deal, I think. We have every style written out on some kind of wooden nickel. It's just a circle. And, we pull it out at random. And then, we have veto power over it. But usually we just say, I would say, more likely, we'll just go with it. And it's just one way to keep the homebrewing hobby fresh for us. You don't have to brew the same styles over and over again. You let something like the jar tell you what to do. Okay. Told Mike.
Don't tempt the jar.
I told Mike before this, I'm not having a good feeling about the jar this time around. All right, here we go. Pick number 14. Oh, this feels bad. Pick number 14. Okay. Irish ale. Irish beer. This is 15B Irish Stout.
Look at you.
Okay. All right. We're on good terms again, Jar. We're good. I could say I don't think I've brewed this style enough to throw it back in. It's not something.
I don't think so. I've brewed a lot more of that than you have.
Okay. This is the challenge with this is to impress Mike with my brewing prowess.
So what do you know about Irish? What's your assumptions about Irish Stout?
Well, this is an Irish dry stout.
Yeah, it's the only one in the thing.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. Dry. Stouty.
Yep.
Probably should be looking at ingredients that are typical for someone who's brewing in Ireland.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say typical, I would say British hops. Got to use the Irish.
It's almost a must.
Yeah, Irish Stout or ale yeast.
Irish ale yeast.
Yep. Other than that, I just build it up from pale malt, enough roasted barley to get the color.
Yeah.
And then I don't know.
Yeah, historically it's some Matchington there, right? So
yes, yeah. So
but there are modern interpretations too. So cool.
I think do some research.
This style's got a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it can be a lot of fun.
Can't wait. All right. What did you choose?
Okay.
Or what did the jar choose for you?
All right, I can handle this. So 16C, what's that? 15B, 16C. The overall category is dark British beer. 16C is Tropical Stout,
Whoa.
which I've never made a Tropical Stout.
No.
So, all right, I'll do that one, man. It's still stout season. By the time we're drinking these, it won't be, but who cares?
Well, yours might be a little more.
But this is good.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, all right.
Yeah.
Tropical Stout. All right. So the only thing I know about Tropical Stout is that it was a version of stout brewed for the climates for some of the hotter nations that are importing this stuff. Maybe they're brewing it too. I'm not really sure if that means it's a slightly sweeter stout. I imagine it must be to satisfy thirst.
In the guidelines, I think,
but not necessarily a sweet stout at that. So I think it'll be rich. I think it'll be, moderately sweet. I don't know. I have to read this one up. This is a style I've largely ignored, despite all the stout brewing I've done. So.
Oh, I know.
So cool.
I think I've had one. I was in Jamaica once, and they had stout. You hear they drink it like room temperature or whatever, or like whatever. They drink it warm.
Yeah.
I did. It was enjoyable.
Yeah.
Can't really remember. Sweetness is such a
yeah, it's a relative term,
especially when with all the roast in it. It's kind of hard to choose or probably pick out. But yeah, I think this will be read up on it, see what the guidelines say.
Yeah.
I think this is kind of. Hate to say it, but like more beer geekery.
Yeah,
people
absolutely.
Writing stuff about it.
This is a BJCP thing for sure.
Rather than it being like reality.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it has a place historically, probably.
Sure.
But you just don't see this or hear it talked about a whole lot either. So
no.
So cool.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be a battle of stouts, I think.
Battle of stouts,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Mine will be on the lower end of ABV. Yours will be on the higher end.
Moderate high,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. All right.
Cool.
Well, the jar of stouts.
The jar of stouts.
The jar of destinies decided that we need to brew stouts for this next one. So, pick number 14 for both of us. I have a dry Irish stout for me. Tropical.
Of all the things in there, I would never have remembered. You know, like when you're a kid and you're trying to fill in the map of all the states. This is that one state you can never remember. I would, if I was to try to write all the BJCP styles down, I would never remember this one.
This is the one?
Yep.
I don't even know what state would you not remember. Which one would you remember? Like you'd probably like confuse Colorado with Wyoming or something like that?
Yeah, or like Idaho.
Idaho.
Yeah. Although Idaho's got that weird shape to it, right? So maybe Iowa and one of those other square ones. You know?
That's what I was saying. Yeah, like Colorado or Wyoming.
Yeah.
So never forget them. All right, well, you know the deal. We take about 3 months to actually have a tasting of this. So in the next few weeks, we'll be doing our research. We'll order the ingredients, we'll brew, and then have it ready. In this case, if we're choosing in 3 months, it's probably June.
Yep.
So we'll get ready to taste them then, and then pick again in July. Hopefully we'll brew some, lighter styles, for that period of time.
It's up to the jar. It's up to the jar.
It is up to the jar.
The jar decides.
All right. Appreciate you watching. Hopefully, you're excited as we are about these. I just see are people still watching the picks? Or are they just we'll just pick it up in a couple of months and see what they brew. But hopefully you're staying along with it. We'll add it to the playlist. Someday we'll get to the end of the jar, but not today. All right. Give us a thumbs up if you want us to continue the series. Subscribe to our channel. For John and Mike, brew-news.com. I wish I had a beer, but I have a wooden chip in my pocket to brew an Irish Stout. Brew on.
Cheers.